former mayor of Baltimore and governor of Maryland is the third Democrat to join the list of presidential hopefuls. He chose Baltimore's Federal Hill as a backdrop for the national announcement and filled his first campaign speech with some powerful language. 11 News reporter Dave Collins was in the crowd. He has our big story tonight.
Martin O'Malley officially kicked off his long-shot odyssey to become president of the United States, where his political career began, Baltimore City.
Story of our country's best days is not found in a history book because this generation of Americans is about to write it. And that is why today, to you and to all who can hear my voice, I declare that I am a candidate for President of the United States, and I am running for you.
O'Malley touts himself as a liberal crusader who wants to restore America as the land of possibilities. He says the American dream seems to be hanging on by a thread, although a strong one full of optimism.
It is the thread of generosity, compassion, and love that brings us together as one American people.
Political analysts urge him to present himself as a can-do executive.
I'm bringing something to the table that's vastly different than what you've seen in the past. I'm going to bring my experience from a major American city and from the state level. Then that could be something that he could point to.
But critics contend as mayor, his zero-tolerance policing policy planted the seeds of discontent that fueled unrest following the police in custody death of Freddie Gray. O'Malley says one thing didn't set it off, hopelessness did, and it's felt across the country.
For us, Baltimore is our country, and our country is Baltimore.
He does have some really great talking points, particularly for that progressive base.
Maryland ranked #1 in education when he was governor. His support for same-sex marriage evolved after New York State passed it. His DREAM Act provides in-state college tuition breaks for undocumented aliens. He repealed the death penalty, but only after the NAACP lined up the votes. He gets mixed reviews from environmentalists.
People are ready. People are more than ready.
O'Malley worked the political trenches for Gary Hart and Michael Dukakis. Years later, he was elected to city council. He presents himself as a youthful alternative with new ideas. He had a parting shot for political dynasties. He wrapped it around a story about Wall Street bullies he blames for ruining the economy. He called out CEOs who say they have no problem backing a Clinton or a Bush.
The presidency is not a crown to be passed back and forth by you between two royal families.
O'Malley took off for 2 campaign events in Iowa. He will then head to New Hampshire, another early nominating state for a fundraiser. On Federal Hill, David Collins, WBAL TV 11 News.
And Iowa voters will have a big say in O'Malley's chances in the 2016 primary. We spoke with Meet the Press moderator Chuck Todd about why that is.
Iowa is the state that was most skeptical of Hillary Clinton. It's where it began, where the beginning of the end for her 8 years ago. So that's the place she's always going to be more vulnerable. The voting electorate in Iowa for a caucus is the most passionate activists, and that's with whom she has the lowest ratings with. So yes, if you can't beat her there, you're not going to beat her anywhere.
And as Dave Collins just mentioned, O'Malley will stay on the campaign trail all weekend long. After Iowa tonight, he'll head to New Hampshire for events tomorrow afternoon. You can watch O'Malley's announcement in its entirety on WBALTV.com and on our free mobile app. Just click on video. Plus, you can share your comments on our Facebook page. Tell us what you think the top priority should be for the next president. A small group of protesters got inside the gates at the O'Malley announcement today.
To a secure middle-class future because of the sacrifices.
One woman walked through the crowd chanting, but she quieted down to do interviews once members of the press surrounded her. Another group used whistles to try and disrupt O'Malley's announcement. They say he doesn't belong in the Oval Office, pointing to his years as mayor of Baltimore City.
If he couldn't get Baltimore right, what makes him think that he can do this country right? He created this situation with Freddie Gray through his policing issues back when he was city councilman and the mayor and the governor.